What is up, guys? And in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. In the last video we saw the Great Mediterranean War start, this being between the Greeks and over here in Sardinia, or the Mediterranean Empire. But yeah, in today's video we're going to be seeing a continuation on that war. We will also be seeing many other stuff happen, such as more exploration and more real world stuff happening. Not like in our... Y'all know what I mean. But let's get straight into this video. Also, we have hit 93 subscribers. We are 7 away from 100. So let's actually get straight into this video. We're actually not going to be starting on the war, but we're actually going to be starting on some Greek exploration. Even though this war is happening, the Greeks are still doing their fair amount of exploration. So they will do more exploration into the Balkans and come near this coast, as well as explore more along this coast with the help of the Anatolian scientists, well, exploration people, yeah. As we will also see just the Greeks and the Anatolian explorers exploring more the Mediterranean, not the Mediterranean, the Black Sea. And these guys will even meet up with the Alps. Now, this is where we're going to get straight back into this war. We also now have major cities. These guys, their base of operations is right here in this city. And so the Greeks will go ahead and will have a continued fight over here with these guys. The Greeks will go ahead and kick them out of this area, but then these guys will have a continued success over here within Sicily, capturing the island, where we will see these guys are going to be fully kicked out of the Italian peninsula. More Greek forces are racing over here, but also are splitting over here. Where we see these guys, we're going to start to capture more of southern Anatolia, and we'll recapture their Syrian territory, as well as this, as we will start to see the fall of Egypt will start just to happen, as we will see the areas of Palestine / Israel, whatever you want to call it. We will see they will capture the Sinai, and eventually we will see Egypt will fall under an occupation. Now, it's only left up to Sardinia and the green team over here, where we will actually see a peace treaty will now commence, finally seeing the end to the First Mediterranean War. For now, it's just going to be called the Mediterranean War, and we could quickly take a look at what that peace treaty is going to look like. So this is what our peace treaty is going to look like. So, Northern Anatolia is still going to be allowed to exist. Just, I did forget to, I definitely not. God damn it, I hate this language. They will be annexing that territory from Northern Anatolia. The Greeks will also be annexing the Sinai and Israel / Palestine areas. Well, as we do see, these guys are going to take this land, as well as the Anatolian Peninsula, not the Anatolian. The Italian Peninsula, this Croatian colony, as well as they will be annexing northern Libya, Tunisia, and Algeria. We do see Sicily will gain their independence, as well as with Malta. And over here we will see a trade-off of land. The French will go in and annex these areas, but Sardinia will go ahead and annex all of these. Now you do see there are some cities over here. Those are major settlements that I put on the map just to show that population isn't just within the countries. So boom, that is going to be the end of this major war, and the first major war within my civilization. Over here we will also see they will place their capital right there. We will go ahead and see some more exploration. This is actually going to be from the French nations. Somehow they're still able to do this, and they will come up the Dutch coast over here. As you know, the main nation over here is this French country, which I absolutely hate this border. I need to fix that. But we will actually see we are going to come to the Daily France update. Like I said in the last video, we're going to be doing a Daily France update. In this Daily France update, we see Brittany is going to split once more, where they will go ahead and we'll see the breaking away of this state right here, which actually won't place a capital as they are not able to do that, as they're not that really of a strong country. We will actually go ahead and see these guys who come back down this coast and will meet up with these peoples, as we do start to see the more exploration within the interior. But now it is kind of hard, as there's like a little mountain range right here, as what I know about Iberian Peninsula. We're going to see continued exploration as well as down here in the Red Sea coast, as now it is the red team over here controlling this area and the Red Sea. Now we will see they are conducting more exploration, as they do want to rule over all seas. That is literally what their empire means. The Great Empire of the Seas, or Greece, is what they call. Over here, if we go and activate the rivers, Egypt technically being controlled at this point by the red team / the Greeks. We'll go ahead and come down this coast over here. Not this coast, the Nile River, and we'll meet up with this area where the Nile splits into like different areas. This is not part of the Nile, it just links up with the Nile. And over here we will see this Oman nation goes ahead and does some more exploration around the Arabian coast. And these guys will actually start to do more exploration inwards. But we will see the start of my great plan for this series. We will see, first up, it's not going to start quite yet, we will see these explorers within Mesopotamia will discover basically the rest of the land, and we'll have send an exploration group up north to hopefully meet up with more land that they can capture. And this kind of looks ugly over here, so we're just going to fix that. That looks even more ugly. That looks better. But we will see these guys will actually meet up and finally start to discover the rest of Anatolia. Yes, there's mountains here. Yes. Did I just realize that? No. Was I planning on that? No. When I was filming the last video, did I know that there were mountains here? No! As they will eventually discover the rest of Anatolia, because that border looked absolutely disgusting. We will over here see the Korean nation with, yes, major cities. We'll discover the rest of the Korean peninsula. As more groups of explorers will come down here to this area and will find the first civilization known as China. China in real life cannot stay together in one piece. But in this world, Korea and China are able to stay in one piece. Over here in this Korean nation, we will see each of the major cities will basically establish their own nation. This dark red nation will go ahead and establish themselves, being the largest nation out of any of them. Over here we see this dark purple nation spawn. We will see this like dark magenta who will meet up with these guys. Over here a dark green nation. Oh, damn it, it's already been used. Dark lime. As we see, these two nations will actually come together to form the one big nation of, I don't know. Give names to it in the comments. We will see the formation of this nation who will border this green nation, as we will also see the birthplace of the nation going to be known as Beijing. We will also see this dark red team goes ahead and completely claims the south underneath a new country known as Korea, who will of course be the first of these Korean nations to go and establish themselves a capital, that being right here on this coast. Establishing the first great Korean nation, we will see no Chinese nation yet. It's either like a blessing or death wish for you, I don't know. It's up to you. More exploration. We will finally see they will come down this coast. Now, this exploration being held by the Mediterranean Empire. Yes, that's what I'm calling them. We will finally see some more exploration into the continent they know as Libya. As we even see an exploration group, we're going to go down this river. And eventually we're going to split off this entire area, where we will see the complete exploration of this, almost discovering the entire land. Except for the land known as the Alps. Yeah, I am not doing that right now. I don't want to deal with the Alps right now. Just to make this border a little bit smoother. Boom! The Alps are basically not going to be discovered. But what we will see is this area being discovered even more. As eventually with this series going more on fast-paced. Also, I literally just realized what I said in the past. I think I need a new brain. But we will see phase 1 of my great plan for this series starting. We also see this is phase 1. The exploration of Great Britain. Now, why is Great Britain phase 1? That is because in my series, there will be no nation ever to exist to rule over either of the British Isles. They will be ruled by either outside powers or will be split into many pieces. So, hooray for everyone who hates the British people. Not me. I got British heritage. I can't deal with the British hate. British people don't exist, though. As we will also see, this New York nation will go and meet up with this coast. And over here in the Americas, these guys, they're starting to become extremely advanced as the Mesopotamian and Northern Anatolian nation. They are really advanced. We will also see they will link up with the Ohio nation. Please do not say anything about Ohio in the comments. As we will basically just see a huge American nation form over here. As we will start to see an exploration group. Here is the prophecy. Yes, we're getting into a religious thing with my series. Now, if we go and get rid of this, yeah, the river's there. A very long time ago in civilization, well, in the real world, as well as here, there were peoples in Africa. Peoples started within Africa, and the peoples in my world, they came over here, and they came to Greece. They also split off and went over here. That's why Korea exists. As well as they went over here through Siberia to Alaska and eventually over here to the Americas. They also went through here to Iceland, to Greenland, as well as down to New York. So that's why there is a New York nation. And the New York peoples, what they believe is exactly what I just said. Their prophecy and what they believe in, it is said that there is a distant world where they came from that houses many resources. And it is said in their world map, so far it only looks like this, but in it they include the continent of Africa, which basically in my universe is going to be called Libya. Just for now, though. But eventually, we will see that they will completely over here just completely think that this lake is real, which they are right. And so they will go in and go down this coast over here in the Carolinas and Georgia, down to Florida. They will send out exploration groups to meet back up with their ancestors. This all happened thousands of years ago now. It is now the year 1300 BC, so it's been a few hundred years so far. This war lasted for 50, yes, very long war. Time basically doesn't exist in my head. As we will see, exploration groups will start to go more out into the sea. These guys, New York, the New York peoples, are now the most advanced nation navally in the world. And finally, we will see a pause as we will see the peoples of New York and Ohio will come together. Coming over here to Lake Michigan, crossing Michigan to get there, as well as over here to like where Chicago in real life is, we will finally see more nations will pop up on the map. This entire segment, probably for 5 minutes, is going to be just with me filling out nations. So prepare yourself. We will see the formation of a blue New York nation who will become the most advanced nation within the world navally, claiming over these territories and eventually expanding even more down south, expanding into these territories. And Ohio will go in and come together to form their own nation, this being known as Gold Ohio or just Ohio, because there's only one Ohio. New York will also come over here to like Toronto in real life area. And boom. Nah, there's more nations. But first up, these guys do need some capital cities. New York is going to be placed right there. But now there is a small little city starting to be built over here within this area, and this area. Because they're really good for ports. As well as right here. Their capital is going to be placed on the lake. As once again, more nations are going to appear on the map. First up, we will go in and start to see the most of the division of Europe. Over here, we will see the Greeks will go ahead and will make small land claims. The first one of these territories is known as the Great Albanian Territory. The second is known as the Macedon Territory. We got the Bulgar Territory. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'll just label out all of the territories that they claim over. Their goal is to completely unite Europe under one nation, also claiming over those peoples who live there. So the Greeks completely expand into all of these territories. Now that is a damn a lot of territories. Do I care? No. We will also see the split of Anatolia, where the Greeks just mainly claim the outer territories on their coast. And northern Anatolia will claim even more of northern Anatolia, where we even see the birthplace of... wrong color. Well, wrong tool. Central Anatolia will go and appear out. Central Anatolia is going to be a very mountainous nation. And over here, these guys will link up with their Syrian colony and the Greeks. God damn, they're big. Now, they are very top heavy, so let's go and give them some weight on the bottom. That sounded wrong. No. Over here, we see the northern Libyan areas, as well as this, they're going to be claimed. And Egypt, definitely not being forced, will go and claim over this territory. And the Mesopotamians will go ahead and be quite literal big backs, maybe even annexing more territory than the red team did, but they will meet up with the red team's borders, as well as central Anatolia. Yeah, they're really big backs, and they're really long now. Pause! But over here, we will actually see the birthplace of a Chinese nation. Finally, this rising up over here within these areas. As boom, my segment is done. Now we do place capitals. Theirs is going to be placed right there. And all of these nations also go ahead and finally set themselves up some capitals. That being with Central Anatolia, theirs being placed over here. And boom. We do see some more claiming of land though. Over here, Normandy will go ahead and will extend out this way and claim over these parts of Britain. Over here, Brittany will claim over these parts of Britain. This nation will claim over these parts. these guys will climb over these parts. And the southern French will go ahead and will decide, yo, if y'all keep fighting, I'm going to have to kick you out of Britain or something. Or kick you to Britain. But then we see the birthplace of a Dutch nation. And then that brings for Belgium to spawn in. Boom, the birthplace of Belgium will also see them claiming the largest amount of territory on Britain. And then the French will go ahead and do their claiming of territory. What? The French claiming over all of these territories. We will also see capitals for these two will be placed. Belgium's being placed right there, and the Dutch is placed over here. And that is going to end it off for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I will be updating this map right after this, and then going to be editing it pretty soon, I hope. I'll probably set it off a million years. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. So, peace out. Bye-bye.